Today's video is all about my summer hair care routine. I'll be showing you my updated curly routine for much needed summer protection and hydration without frizz. And I'm over the roof excited to finally demonstrate how to get the best curls ever using the Denman Brush 7 Row. To define your curls without finger curling, which is what I usually do. Listen, this is a good one. I'm putting you on to so many new things that I've learned. So make sure you watch till the end because I'll also be showing you how I restyle this hair on day 2 to maintain this hydrated look throughout the week or until you wash your hair again, whenever that is. But first, hi sunshines. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Let's get into it. All right, don't mind this hair. I'm gonna take this down real quick. This hair hasn't been washed in 4 days and I just got back from a 3-mile walk in 90-degree weather in this hot Austin, Texas sun. So for the past 4 days, I've just been restyling to maintain moisture and protect my hair from the hot sun. And I don't know if you agree with me, but even though this is 4-day-old hair, it doesn't look that bad. If I didn't sweat as much as I sweat from that 3-mile walk and I went in the sauna for 45 minutes, I actually wouldn't have to wash this look right here. I would just go ahead and restyle it. So today's my wash day. I need to take this funk off. And huge thanks to today's sponsor. Drum roll, please. Aveda, which is the brand I've been obsessed with for my summer hair care. Before I go in the shower and show you how I wash and style this 4-day-old hair, let me remind you to subscribe to my channel because I know a lot of you guys that are watching me, you watch my content and you're not subscribed yet, so please subscribe. And while you're at it, press that like button because it really helps me out and I really appreciate it. I've always had my eye on Aveda, seriously. And actually for the past like 6-ish years, I've been approached many times with opportunities to work with them, but I've never taken any of them until now. In the past, when I was presented with these offers to work together, I didn't have a lot of experience with the brand. And I remember when trying to do research on their website about them and their ingredients and their quality, the information was just kind of limited in my opinion. So I was just unsure about them. And because of that, I just naturally didn't try their products. Long story short, a few months back, I went back to their website and noticed, oh snap, they've updated so much information with the transparency that I was looking for before, and I saw that they also have tons of options for curly hair people like me. So that made me want to try them out ASAP. I tried a couple of things from different collections. We set up a meeting, and that meeting made me a believer. Boom. Here we are today. I live in Austin, Texas now, for those of you who don't know, and in comparison to New York, we have long summers here. That means more sun exposure, more outdoor activities. I'm sweating more than usual, and I'm in this workout life that's making me sweat even more as well. That means I have to wash my hair more often than I would in colder months, and because of that, a moisturizing cleanser is a must. As you know, people with curly hair have a drier hair type than people with straight hair. So us curlies have to be careful with over drying our hair from washing it too much. That extra shampooing and the effects of more sun exposure can dry our hair more than what it is, and when our hair is dry, it doesn't cooperate, it doesn't look as good, the curls don't define as well, our hair gets frizzy. Basically all the bad things that we don't want our hair to do can happen when our hair is dry. I've been using this Nutraplenish line from Aveda since like 2 or 3 months back. This has a tiny little bit left, you hear it? This right here has like 1 or 2 uses left. I use this so much. I honestly think this is my favorite collection of all. So come shower with me and I'll show you why.
To cleanse, I'll be using the Nutraplenish shampoo. It's sulfate and silicone free and smells so good. I'm very cautious about fragrance, so I love that Aveda uses their own pure fume, get it? Pure fume, which is their own aroma made with natural plant-powered ingredients. This deep moisture shampoo is perfect for my scalp and hair type. The best part is it's also customizable to the moisture level your hair needs. So you can choose from light moisture or deep moisture. With my hair type, I can actually use light or deep, but since I wash my hair more often during the summer, deep moisture is best. I hope you notice that when I'm cleansing, I'm mostly focusing the shampoo on my scalp, which is where I need it most, and never scrub the ends of my hair together like I'm washing a rag. I just gently gather the shampoo down without rubbing my ends. Also, never use hot water to cleanse your hair. Warm water is best, but I also recommend trying out coldish water if you can tolerate it. Alright, now to condition and detangle. Again, I prefer the deep moisture, but depending on your hair type, you might prefer light moisture. I actually have like one use left in this bottle, but luckily I have a brand new bottle backed up. And this conditioner is so creamy and moisturizing, which is why I love it for detangling my dry, curly hair. I also want you to notice how I'm applying the conditioner starting from mid-head to ends instead of directly applying the conditioner on my scalp. This would allow me to moisturize my hair where I need it most while also allowing my scalp to gain the volume I want. To prevent breakage, I always start detangling on my ends first and then move my way up slowly towards the top. This will prevent breakage, especially on your scalp area. By the way, if you haven't seen my previous video, I talked about a lot of these tips to help with hair growth and breakage. Oh, and another reason I love this deep moisture conditioner is that it helps so much with the detangling process. Okay, so I recently began taking cold showers every day, and I know that's not for everyone, but I highly encourage you to attempt rinsing out your conditioner with cold water instead of hot or warm water and see the difference. I've been doing that for years, and it always makes a huge difference in my hair's shine and moisture level because using hot water to rinse out your conditioner could remove a lot of the moisture your conditioner just added. So if you haven't tried it, just try it. And just so you know, yes, your hair is supposed to shed during cleansing and detangling. I also talk about this in my previous video. And finally, I'm going to finish the shower and move on with styling.
I always start on damp, wet hair. If I get out of the shower and get dressed or do my makeup and my hair tends to dry within that time, I can always add a little bit of more water to my hair before I start. The first product I'm applying is the Nutraplenish Leave-In Conditioner, which is a spray. This one's made for all hair types, and I love, love, love restyling with this product, especially in the summer, because this product actually has an ingredient called sand ginger, and sand ginger is known to protect your hair from the sun. And that is really cool. Perfect for summer. Just ran out of this one. I have another one right here, brand new bottle. To distribute that around my hair, I'm just taking this brush, which I'm not very crazy about. It's one of those curly brushes. I'm trying to give it another shot, so I'm just going to distribute that through my hair first before we move on to the next styling product. What I like to do is section off my crown area first before I apply my products, because the way that I apply products on my scalp is very different from the way I apply it on the bottom. You'll see why. So starting from my temple, I'm going to section that off and pin it up. For the first time ever on my channel, I'm going to be styling my hair today with a Denman brush, and I'm going to show you how to properly use this brush to define your curls, get that definition that we all love from finger curling. Except with the Denman brush, you get a more natural looking, defined, perfect curl versus finger curling can sometimes look too perfect. I've been obsessed with this brush because I've only recently learned how to actually properly use it. When used properly, it's really easy and effective, and you get the best curls ever. First, to style my hair, I'll be using these two products. This is the Nutraplenish Daily Moisturizing Treatment, Moisture Level Deep Moisture. And this is Aveda's new product that just launched. This is the Nutraplenish Curl Jelly, which is a gel formulated for curl types so that you get hold and lock in moisture all at the same time. For the back section, I'm going to take a little bit of my Nutraplenish Daily Treatment, taking this much first and applying it on my damp hair, starting from the bottom. And because this product is deep moisture, I don't need to go crazy and apply a lot of it. A little can go a long way, and I just make sure to distribute it everywhere so that every strand gets moisturized and hydrated with this product. Because I'm a huge fan of the lock method, especially in winter, but also in summer, I'm gonna use this Nutraplenish multi-use hair oil, and I'm only applying it towards the ends of my hair in the back and this bottom section right here, which is often very dehydrated. It is exposed to a lot of friction. So I'm taking a few pumps, about 3 pumps, and focusing this on my ends. For summer, I like using a gel, so I'm using the Curl Jelly from the Nutraplenish collection. It just launched this week, and I've been obsessed with it. I'm applying this much. And now to define my curls and set them in place before we move on to drying my hair, I'm going to show you how I use a 7-row Denman brush to accomplish that. Very much like when I finger curl, I curl towards my face, meaning this way, because that is the direction that my curls naturally go in. The way you find out the direction your curls go in is you curl in one direction, and if it seems to not curl in a spiral, then try the other direction, and if that curls in a spiral, then that is the direction your hair curls in. For me, it curls towards my face, and take small sections at a time like this. So I take it from the roots to lift it and bring it towards my face. You take it from the roots and curl forward. And that gives you these defined looking curls like this. Moving on to the next section, this is very simple and easy and fast. You just bring it forward. Now for the top portion of my hair, I'm going to start by sectioning off my bangs first, just to get them out of the way, because that's the last thing that I style. So I just kind of go in a random section and pull them out. I sectioned off my bangs. I'm just going to clip them away to get them out of the way, because that's the last thing I work on. And now for this portion of my hair, taking a little bit of my daily moisturizing treatment, boom. And I'm not applying it directly on my roots because I want volume here, so I focus it mostly on the ends, and then with the brush it'll distribute to the roots, but I don't want to directly put it on the roots. I'm parting that towards the middle because this is a really big section. Taking my curl jelly, this much. Now section by section, we're going to define with the Denman brush, rake it once through and away from the roots and loop forward. The hair on the very top, I kind of just work away like this. I section off this back section and work it up and out. Lastly, for my bangs, I don't apply a lot of product on here because my bangs can get weighed down very easily. So all I have to do for my bangs is spray a little bit of the Nutraplenish leave-in spray. And I'll take a tiny bit of the gel because it's a small area. I split it in half with my fingers like this. And I finger curl this section very simply and easily, starting from the sides because those sides are longer. I have curtain bangs, so the bangs are longer on the sides, shorter in the middle. And I just finger curl them like that. Take this other section and do the same thing. Curl towards my face because that is the direction my curls like to curl in. Hair is set, hair is styled. All we have to do now is dry. You can see that there is no frizz popping out anywhere in my hair because of the way I styled it and the steps that I took to hydrate it. Now I can either air dry my hair, which I love doing in the summer. That's what I do the most, especially in the summer. I only tend to diffuse my hair when I'm going somewhere and I'm in a hurry and I need my hair to dry right now, which is not very often. Or when I'm filming a video and for the purpose of filming, I will diffuse my hair to show you the end results in 30 minutes versus having to wait 2 to 3 hours to dry my hair. If I were going outside right now, I would prefer to air dry my hair because it is super hot outside. The fact that I'm going out and moving will allow a lot of air to get through my hair. My hair will be fully dry within an hour. But for the purpose of filming, I'm gonna speed up this process and diffuse my hair now. I start by using my diffuser on low heat, high fan, and I just hover it around my hair first. And one of the big tips that I shared in my previous video is to never put your ends directly in the diffuser like this, especially when you're using heat. Instead, I'm going to just hover over my hair to dry it, and to dry my ends, I'll be using cold air from the diffuser instead of heat. This will just protect my ends so that it doesn't split, so that it doesn't promote breakage, and my hair can continue to grow and stay healthy. Okay, my hair is finally fully dried. I'm gonna flip this back. Now the last thing I need to do is remove the cast from the gel. With the cast, it looks like this, but once I separate these curls and fluff it out, just wait. Like this chunky one that just binded together. I'm gonna separate that. You see like this chunky curl like that? Just take it from the middle and separate. Now here's my hair just through separating some of those chunky curls. But when we fluff, that's where the magic happens and the cast softens and the hair gets bouncy and voluminous. As always, I love these results. I'm loving my hair. I love that my hair looks moisturized and voluminous at the same time. To put you on even more, I'm gonna show you my day 2 restyling tips, how I do it simply and quickly, nothing complicated. So don't exit off yet, because here it comes. Okay, this is day 3 since I washed my hair. And I'm gonna show you guys how I restyle it. I just had my hair up basically in one of these satin scrunchies. I sleep with it. Sometimes I leave my bangs out while I sleep. Other times I don't want to do that. I just take the bang part and clip it up like that. Pull the rest of my hair up in the scrunchie, the satin scrunchie. And when I leave my bangs out, they just come right back out like that. So first I take a look at my hair, look at where I need hydration the most. What part of my hair am I gonna manipulate? What part I shouldn't touch too much because I don't want to disturb the curl. It looks pretty good. The hydration of my hair lasted a great amount of time for my hair to look this good. It doesn't feel dry, it still feels very soft. It just needs a little bit of retouching in some places. So I'm just gonna clip my bangs real quick because that is the last thing I style. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Nutraplenish leave-in conditioner and spritz it, especially in the front parts of my hair and on the bottom to rehydrate. I'm not smoothing my hands over that yet. I'm going to take a little bit of the curl jelly, this much, and I'm just going to basically glide that over the top to smooth away some of those flyaways. So lightly cast it on the outer part of my hair and then work it in the bottom as well. And as you can see, I'm not running my fingers through my hair. That will only disturb my curl pattern. So I'm just kind of gliding it over the curls. Okay, I'm gonna leave that just like that. For my bangs, all I'm going to use is the Nutraplenish leave-in conditioner. That's all my bangs will need. Let's spritz the bottom first. Spritz the top. I'll just recurl my hair with my fingers just like this to guide my bangs on where I want them to sit. And this way, when it dries that way, it's already trained to sit a certain way. And as it dries, I will be separating my bangs because they do tend to clump up before they dry. So once they're dry, I will separate them and they will look like normal. If I need more leave-in in some areas, let's add more. And that's it. I don't diffuse on day 2, on day 3, or day 4. I only do that on day 1 if I'm going to do that, but I never do for restyling. It's not necessary because I'm not wetting my hair much and my hair can just air dry in like 30 minutes, 20 minutes. It's not super wet. It's just very slightly damp because I didn't apply much water. All I applied was the leave-in. So at this point, I leave my hair alone, go about my day. Once it's fully dry, I can touch it and fluff it out a little bit. If your hair is drier or more textured than mine, I highly recommend using the daily moisturizing treatment. This will continue to add more hydrations as you restyle. Make sure to spritz some water first and then apply this so that you continue to have hydration throughout the days. But for my hair, the leave-in conditioner works just fine. All right, I'm done. I'm happy to go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next video.